Okay, now what?
Cover this on.
You need to put that on there. Where's your plier? You bring it with you?
Yeah.
That
Right
looks
here.
like my plier.
We
Why do you keep using my new plier instead of my old plier?
I like this one. It's the same one I got.
It's the new one though.
Where's your old one?
It's the same plus that one was at.
Mm.
Probably underneath it because you put that up there last. You like tearing up all my new tools. I use my old tools. What's that pop noise I heard? Was that in?
Yep.
Any in play in the bearing? Ooh. Now what's the difference between this bearing and your old bearing?
Double bearings.
This is the early bearing that came with the bike. This is the late bearing that comes out on newer bikes. And what's the difference in these?
They're split.
This one can be locked up and this one still rotates. Versus if it locks up on one side, it locks everything. What's the other difference?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
It has one more roller in here.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Didn't know what that one is. Pull out the other one. Oh, you didn't even see it. See the gap between those? See how these are closer?
Yeah.
There's one less roller in that cage than that one. These have more bearing area. If you measure the whole length of the roller, there's probably about the same, but you don't wear in the center, you wear in the outside edges.
Right.
You can see how the wear marks inside the cage, they wear on the outside, not the inside. And there's no light. There we go. So anyway, these have more bearing area. You know what the other advantage is?
Mm.
These only come in a maximum 1 to 2 tenths over if you buy the S&S. And then all the other ones out there, the standard is the biggest thing they make, and they make them almost a thou under for some stupid reason. Whereas these ones here, you can actually buy these in oversizes. You can get the Dixie ones that are still semi-available.
That's nice.
So we can make them bigger. Did you put any oil in there? You got oil on the ground. Okay, stick it up on the your leaning post. And the rods aren't on the other side.
Damn it, Tatro.
What? You can left it. Doesn't matter which way it goes.
I know.
So I like the rods hanging out, so I make sure they're sticking through the holes correctly.
Timken.
Where's your bearing? What is that?
Bearing.
Bearing?
Bearing.
Who made it?
Sis. I bought it from S&S.
Who made it?
I don't know. Probably Timken.
Timken made it. Hey, Timken.
Perfect.
Except I didn't buy the S&S.
Didn't come out of that box.
So it comes in a Timken box. Where the S&S does not. It comes in its own packaging. But this baggie says Timken on it though somewhere. Hold the file writing in there. Can't read. That writing doesn't mean squat. That's S&S's writing. Okay, what are we doing with this?
We need to redo the races too.
Why? There was a case over here. What happened to it?
It's over there. It's right there.
Oh. Where's the races at?
The racist?
Look what I found.
That's mine.
What happened to your races?
Knocked them out.
Who did?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Sure.
I did.
Wasn't me?
Swear to God.
Wasn't me?
Definitely was not.
It was the other guy did it?
It was me.
Look how nice these are. Nice and tight. Look how tight these are.
Tight is right, Tatro.
Rods don't move. That's good. Snug. These are worn out. Look how loose they are. These are junk.
Junk.
These move. Something wrong with them. Did you clean the case?
I don't know. You yelled at me that you did.
It's because I probably did because there's no oil on these things. Okay, where's your tool at?
The press?
Your assembly tool. Look at me to blow those off.
Because I didn't want to be loud in the video.
Hurry up. This isn't it. Yeah, I could tell.
Because it didn't fit?
It didn't fit.
Or it fit too loosely.
I think that's the one. You like that one?
I like that one.
And it goes all the way in too. Okay, where's your big hammer? Can I use a hammer?
No,
Why not?
I don't think so.
You don't think? You don't think? There you go. What are you doing that for?
Your bench is dirty.
What are you doing that for?
Oh, you want to use a big one? Okay.
What are you doing?
Grab a big one?
Why are you doing that?
Why not? Oh, stand them upright?
Isn't that the same height you already had? You didn't like? Oh, you're worried about your fingers?
Yeah.
Why?
What the hell?
Flip it over. Always do the outside first. Is the crank supported? What if you do it this way? What happens?
More support?
It doesn't have any support from here to here.
Oh.
Versus this one has a little bit.
Mm.
Is there any dowel pins under you hitting them?
Does not appear so.
Which way those go in?
This way.
Which way? Why that way?
Because that's how they go in.
Taper doesn't go in?
No.
Taper goes out?
Yeah.
Nope. Yep. Where's your spacer? Doesn't fit. What are you gonna do about that? Ooh,
Make it fit?
make it fit.
Damn, that's like a perfect fit.
Yeah, must be made for it. How many tons?
As many as I can get. Sounds like an animal crying.
Look at that needle. It's almost moving. Is it all the way up?
I think so.
Did you finish it? Did it go all the way in?
Pretty sure.
Sure.
Pretty sure.
You missed the lip, didn't hit the upper lip?
Nope.
Sure.
Pretty sure.
It's against the washer. No gap in here?
No gap.
No gappus. Okay. Now what are you doing? Push the blocks together.
Oh yeah.
You know what push your blocks together for? Because there's steel insert there. We'll push on top of the metal part that matters. You get that exactly centered. You're going to caliper, check that out.
That's right.
It's perfectly centered.
Got a hit setter.
What are you doing?
Looking for another spacer.
Don't need a spacer, use the press.
Oh, I don't want to extend it. This thing is leaking.
Leaking.
Badly.
It's got like a Harley, leaks.
Ow. Ow.
What's going on
That's
my
never been there before.
Never ever. First time. Let me see that again. I didn't see it.
What?
You bent my hubcap.
That's right.
You bent Dad's hubcap. You gonna straighten
no.
it? Are you gonna straighten that?
Let's put it in the press.
That was a Studebaker hubcap, I think. Look at that. Let me straighten it out for you.
That's never been there before.
Yes, it is. Those are baby looms. Those are original. Original what? We don't know, but they're original. They're not marked. They're baby moons. Look at that. No markies.
Oh, that's cool.
Stainless steel, and that's how they don't rust. Did you do that right?
I hope so.
About my tool, you gonna leave it over here? Where's my tool? You know where it goes?
In the tool drawer?
Damn, you are getting smart. Did you label it? What's that?
There.
It's a bearing. Look at that. Where's the inner sleeve?
What?
Where's the inner spacer?
What inner spacer?
The one that came with the kit.
What inner spacer?
This thing. Where is it? What'd you do with it?
This spacer?
That was there. That was not in the kit. That was on the table.
That was in the kit. This is the one you throw on the table.
Oh, okay. Measure them.
Where's your caliper? Did somebody steal it?
Where'd you use it last? Where'd the dumbass
Did you leave it over
mechanic?
here?
Where the dumbass mechanic left it last?
On a machine surface?
Yeah, well. At least didn't leave it where you can. Throw it on the floor.
20.
20. What's this one?
40.
Where are you getting 40 and 20 at? That's called
Oh, 4.
It's called 4 even, and that's called 2 even. Which one is smaller?
This one.
Put the big one in it. Be a little bit looser, won't hurt it. Where's your tool?
You lube the shaft.
I lubed the shit?
The shaft.
Shaft got lubed.
Hold
you
on,
lube
where's
it?
your file?
What file? Hey, don't worry about it, it'll go down.
I gotta hit that.
It'll go down.
Why not just hit it?
It'll go over it. Where's your file? Did you bring your file with you? You didn't bring your file with you? Why don't you bring your file with you? What can you do about those chips now? They're going to be all over the place.
Well, I'll risk it.
You're going to risk it?
Yeah.
There's metal debris in your motor.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fancy. And my toe quit hurting, but it's bent.
Your toe's bent?
It's got a bend in it now.
That's not good.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's hard metal.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Somebody put that head in the way. Nailed it. Are you done over there? Here, let's go to my file. Take my file.
Take your file.
Did you feel the file? Did you feel how sharp that was?
No, I didn't. How do you feel how sharp a file is?
Like that with your fingers.
Oh, damn.
See how shiny it is?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's shiny?
Because it's new?
Because it's dull.
Oh, because it's dull?
Why do I keep a dull file for?
So you can knock down high spots?
Because it takes the high spot off without cutting the whole shaft down and causing a problem. It doesn't do any damage.
Something wrong.
What? What happened? What? What, that M8 part there is not supposed to be in there? Somebody used an M8 around here at one time?
Apparently.
Yeah, I think you're going to have
It's
to
a little tighter than hand tight.
I think you have to get a tool.
What size is that?
I'm thinking a crescent wrench.
Crescent.
Right back there
This
in front of you.
I don't think a crescent wrench is going to fit in there.
Why not?
Because it doesn't fit in there.
It's too big? What about the pliers that are sitting there? Red handle.
They're buried.
Buried underneath the hammer and the crescent wrench and the case. And the airline. How about those? Are those too big too? Those are too big too. Everything's too big. Are we going to have to get a hold of Nick and tell them their pliers are too damn fat? We can't use them no more?
Let's just use a...
Well, why don't we just use a wrench that fits it? Did you break it? What'd you do?
Hold it.
You holded it. Why'd you tighten up so much?
God damn.
What'd you do to it? What? You have a problem here?
Yeah.
Hey, don't put my tool on the floor. You can get it dirty.
The tool's not on the floor. The threads are on the floor.
You're just trying to screw up their floor. Why don't you do it something different?
Golly.
Why don't you go over that press, the vise over there, and hold it in the vise and use it like it's supposed to be used.
You want it to be clamped in the vise.
Oh, I don't know. Here, you want to hold the camera? I'll show you how to work on the Harley tools. What was your problem? I don't know what your problem was. You got all these boxes in the way. It's tight. It's hardly tight at all.
Hardly.
It was on a Harley. How'd you know? Damn M8 stuff. I think that's a design flaw.
It is.
They get in there really tight.
Yeah.
I'm doing my tool. It's my tool, not your tool. And your spacer. Which one are we using? This one or the other one?
Well, the bigger one, you said?
Where's it at?
Well, now that you mixed them up.
You mixed them up. These are still loose. It's a holding fixture. You like that? So you send the bearing up, you can center it, and you go down. This makes this elbow hurt.
Yeah.
How come?
Because you hit the flywheel?
It's probably got carpal tunnel in it.
Oh.
How many years do you think I've done this?
1 or 2.
Did you take that burr out? 'Cause it's really hard.
I think I did. You ripped the file out of my hands before I was done.
Out the dull file?
Yeah.
I don't think it damaged the shaft. It seems to be going down nice and even.
Perfect.
It's getting easier though. Must be in a low spot. Getting freer. Oh, it got tight. Is it down all the way? This hurts when it hits you right in the wrist.
That's right.
Also the knuckle. Or the finger. Where are my batteries?
Or it's off.
This says 106, you had 104.
I did. Sounds like your caliper's not consistent. Okay, the other one is 102. Okay, so there's the 104 one. Why does it say 106?
Because you're measuring the very tip, which is still 104.
Measure that one again. Unless if it was 2 thou, if it was 2 thou off.
It's your problem.
No, or the caliper was 2 thou off, and now the 2 is a 4 and the 4 is a 6.
You mean you hit the alternate 0 instead of the on button last time?
No, I turned it on and then it showed 2 thou, and so I zeroed it.
It could have been off by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was you. You had a piece of crud in the caliper and didn't compensate.